think every one of them is made by Ayanami, which is an amazing Stormbound player and also mod. So I wanted to chill out a little bit and play some of these stuff. So if you are really into only Stormbound playing, then well, thank you for watching. If not, then welcome to this amazing stuff where we can play puzzles. And this is something I wanted to do for a very long time. But I had some issues with how I set up my monitors, and I couldn't actually screen capture my monitor because it was in a browser, blah de blah, a lot of technical bullshit. But now it's fixed. So now I actually have some fun with the puzzles and play them on stream. Broken movement. Nice. Right, let's put this on. Just gonna play around a little bit with the zoom. Sorry, Edric, I need to move you a little bit. Don't be mad. I think this is looks pretty solid. So basically, let's go over what is going on. We got cards here. We got like Chillbeard, Sign of the Seas, Wolf Cloaks, and Broken Earth Drakes. And what is the thing we need to do? This is the game state. And we have like A, B, C, D, E, 1, 2, 3, 4. The name is Broken Movement, most likely because of Broken Earth Drakes. And our goal is to basically clear everything, kill all enemy units and structures. Difficulty is 1 of 3, and restrictions, everything is level 5. It's amazing to have, yeah, this looks better. Thanks, Kitty. So, well, I haven't actually played all of them. Some of them I've played, but it's a very long time. So if I remember it that I played it, I will let you know. But I don't remember this one. I think most of these are already a year old or something. Ayanami made this thing that I actually wanted to have built in Stormbound in-game. But, well, that never happened. So now C made it, which is amazing. Right, so we need to kill everything. So Broken Earth Drakes moves 1. So we need first forward movement. Wolf Cloaks can actually kill everything. If we use... Oh, you're like 25 mana, by the way. So I think we want to do... Like this deals 7 damage. So this dies and these 2 dies. So for example, we can use Wolf Cloaks here. Then these Mistwives are also dead. This 18 is 25. So we cannot even play everything. So for example, if we put Wolf Cloaks here, we got 19 mana left. Then we're gonna play Broken Earth Drakes right here. Then everything here is dead, and we have 13 mana spent. It is 3, 6, 8, and this is maxed out, so C will be like 12. So C receives 9 damage from the structures, and additional 3 more, but this one will be lowered down to 3 strength because of Sign of C's confinement ability. So I'm not sure if I need to do it. But basically Wolf Cloaks on E1, then Broken Earth Drakes on 4D, and then Siren of the Seas on 4D. Kill the remaining units. So I think that's it. Right, next. Let's go to the next one. Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, just played Stormbound, so I was like, oh no, this is not how it works. This is just brain farting. If you also made it that you could play cards, then you basically made whole Stormbound. It will be amazing though, but it is a bit overkill, I guess. Right, so what's the thing? VIP Frozen Core. Protect the Frozen Core until next turn. The opponent just ended their turn and have no cards in their hand. Nice. You're making the real web version. That's amazing. Right, so what we're gonna do. We just need to survive stuff. This needs to die. This needs to be protected. So everything is level 5. So I think we're always gonna play Gift of the Wise. So we get additional 6 mana. So we come on 15. So we can play Siren of the Seas and Boomstick. Or can we also play Fel Flares? Like if we can also play Fel Flares, then but I think we get our 3 strength or 3 mana from the Frozen Core. So that way we can play Boomstick on 3D, then Siren of the Seas on 2C. This will clear everything up here. Because 3, 3, 6, 12, Siren of the Seas dies on A1. And then we can play Fel Flares on 4C. Otherwise I don't see how it's possible without doing it with Fel Flares. Alright, let's go to Hammer's Wrath. What is this bad boy? Alright, Hammer's Wrath is survive, make sure your base survives until the next turn. Difficulty 1 of 3, restrictions, everything is level 1. So make sure your base survives until next turn. So these two actually need to die. We can receive an additional 3 strength. And this deals 2. So we can survive 1 hit. We have 19 mana. So it's 11, it's 15. 18, so we can basically play all our cards. But not Rhymeling's Lost. That's basically the only restriction we have in this order, in this sequence. So if we go Moment's Peace here, we can Wisp Cloud it. Then we have forward movement. And these two are frozen. Rhymelings is only 2 strength. That's 4 and this is 6, right? So we can clear these two. Alright, so the play is Moment's Peace on 1D, Wisp Cloud on 2D. Then we play Rhymelings on 4C and then all of the Hammer on 4C. We're not gonna go for any of the extra HP. This is the only way out. Easy puzzle. Indeed. Right, Hammer's Wrath. Let's go with the Devastating Keepers. Difficulty 3 out of 3. An anti-RNG. Let's see what that exactly means. So we got these bad boys in our hand. And then anti-RNG means nothing goes right without 100% precision. Leave no room for chance. Alright, and destroy the enemy base this turn. So we got front because we got our spare Dragonlings here. Everything is level 1, right? So that's pretty scary. Devastate, we got 16 mana. This is 10, 16, so we can basically play all our cards. Good to check. Devastators will be moving forward here. How much damage does this do? This will deal 6 damage. And this will give another 1. Which means it's only 1 additional strength. Alright, that's give everybody some time to think. I almost wanted to click these skulls to move them for some superb shading. So actually getting this one to get in front multiple times. Yeah, that's not doable. So if we Devastators here, we got Devastators in front. This is only level 1, right? Command a random bordering friendly unit forward. So we move this dude here. Then this receives 1 damage. It will still hit the opponent's base for 5. Or do we want to... Nah. Yeah, I don't want spoilers. It's fine for you to think as well. But Did me struggle a second. So Devastators will move here. Then we will put Dreadful Keepers here as well. So we got 5. And this one is 3. It's 8. Then we use Forgotten... Oh no, that doesn't work, right? Text last. So even if we're gonna use Herald's Hymn here, it becomes 2 strength. Yeah, this thing is never gonna do anything in life. That's for sure. So Devastators here, Dreadful Keepers there, Forgotten Souls. How can we kill this dude? And this is why I'm also always roping, I guess. So we got 5. It's only forwards 1. I think we want multiple units on the 4 row. This is gonna be 5. Moves here, becomes 6. And then we play like Devastators, Forgotten Souls. So that's 1 damage from Forgotten Souls, 5 from Devastators, and 1 from our thingy, which is only 6. Well, I assure you it is possible. Alright, let's think out of the box. We have Dreadful Keepers here, right? Because this thing needs to have a purpose. So we have Dreadful Keepers. And we use Forgotten Souls. Yeah, that's how it is. So we use Dreadful Keepers and Forgotten Souls. So Dreadful Keepers dies. And this bad boy spawns a 3 strength dragon token here. Nah, that doesn't... Looks useful. Joachim in the North. This is the puzzle game created by Ayanami and then integrated into Kitty's website. Ah man, let's chill out. So I'm missing something, I guess. We tried with Dreadful Keepers, we tried with Devastators. Like he is Pillars of Doom, Mischiefs. Ooh, he also has Restless Goats. So we can have him deal 4 damage to himself if he can kill one of these Restless Goats. That's interesting. But how the hell are you gonna do that? What's up, Jean Bracone? Good morning for you, good afternoon for me. Yeah, if you go with Devastators, Devastators becomes 5 strength. And you deal in total 6 strength and you need to deal 9 damage. But I think we need to do something way different. If we go for the Restless Goats, Dreadful Keepers, and then Forgotten Souls, then both of these die. And we spawn our dragon token here. We deal 4 damage, so he gets to 5. Then we play Devastators, because we got new front from the dragon token, and then Forgotten Souls it. So let me get this clear. Dreadful Keepers 3E, Forgotten Souls 4E. These dies, a new token will be spawned on 4B. Since the dragon attacked first, it will always be anti-RNG and there's only 1 spot left. Then we can play Devastators on 3B, moves forward, and then use Herald's Hymn, which gives this an additional 1 strength. So this dude will become 7 damage, and we already did 4 here, so we deal 11 damage. Yo, Faltons also had a solution. Nice. Alright, let's go to the next one. This was a very challenging one. Lord of Flight. Also a 3 out of 3. Only level 1, anti-RNG. And we need to destroy the opponent's base. So let's do the simple check. It's 11, 14, 19. So we got enough mana for everything. Let's look at these strengths. 3 strength for Tsuri. 1 strength for Forgotten Souls. And Dread Fawns is 3 and 2. And Herald's Hymn is buffs for 1. Suri has 3 strength. Alright, let's do a simple check. We fly forward. We don't do jack shit. Because we are standing here. We use the Dread Fawns here. And then we have nothing. Okay, so I think the only opening hand cards we can open with are Suri and Dread Fawns. And if we're gonna play Dread Fawns, it needs to be here. So if we play Dread Fawns right here, then we can use Forgotten Souls. Forgotten Souls dies, Dread Fawn tokens move forward. So we are right there. Then we can use Suri, Lord of Life, fly over. And then Herald's Hymn it. And then we are 1 damage short. Yo, if Kitty is still around, do you know if the balance changes apply to the cards? Like nerfs and buffs? Because if a card gets buffed or nerfed, then it becomes easier or more difficult. Like the previous one, we did 11 damage and our opponent had only 9 life. And I remember that Restless Goats got a nerf that it dealt 2 base damage instead of 1. So then it wasn't exactly anymore. So I think might be also with Suri, Lord of Life. It deals now 4 damage. But it was 5 damage because Herald's Hymn maybe gave 2 strength. Or Suri was just a little bit stronger. Or high more mana. Yeah, that would be an interesting one. Because I think we already got it. Because I don't foresee anything else. No, but worry. That's what time does, right? Regression. Alright, so let's recap our play. We played Dread Fawns on 2E. Then we Forgotten Souls on 3D. The token here moves to 2C. Then we can Suri, Lord of Life on 3C. And flies over to 3A. Then we Herald's Hymn it. And then it goes in for 4. But assuming things have been changed. And Kitty also confirms it. Most likely we did 1 more damage when this puzzle was created by Ayanami. So that's this one. Definitely a bit easier than the Devastating Keepers, but the Devastating Keepers I was just not thinking about the Restless Goats. Plentiful Harvest. Yeah, Kitty, or you can just give the opponent 1 less base HP. I think that will be also solving the problem. I think that's the only puzzle that has so far not been doable. Alright, what do we have here? Plentiful Harvest. Yes. Lord of Flight, yes, indeed. Alright, so we have Lethal, destroy the enemy base this turn. Anti-RNG, everything is level 1. So let's see what we have. We got a Draconic Roamers. 2 movement. Spawns a 1 strength dragon. On a random tile you don't like, bordering that unit. That's basically the anti-RNG thingy. We got 20 HP. We got 10, 16, 20. So we need to play Dread Fawns. Alright, let's focus first on all the other cards. Dark Harvest, deal 2 damage to all enemies bordering a friendly unit. Sweetie. And then we got Dread Fawns, 3/2/2. And we got Queen of Hearts. On play, randomly play up to 1 satire from your deck on a tile in its row. So basically, if we want to spawn a card, we first need to use Dread Fawns to be played. And we see a lot of Restless Goats. So let's assume this the Restless Goats currently deal 2 base damage. But it's actually was 1 when Ayanami created this. So it's also 1 for Kitty to maybe double your opponent's base HP. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's very tricky very tricky with some of the puzzles, I guess, when things are balanced or rebalanced, I need to say. So this can attack 2, right? So if we use draconic roamers here, we spawn here and here. Well, it's only good that we find it out. Not sure if other people are saying things aren't working. It's better to know than be blind on it, and you can check everything yourself. Would be nice if you have a check on it or something. Maybe a unit test. If a card gets changed, then it will trigger an alarm, which shows like this card is being used in one of the puzzles. But might be overkill, but at least it's an interesting check. And then you only have to open up and then you can see what happened actually. Right, so focus. Draconic Roam is here. 2 tokens here. So that's gonna be fine. Then we're gonna play Dreadfons right here. So we have like 5 units here. We can play Queen on this tile. Dreadfons will be spawned here. And we are bordering all the satires. And if we do Dark Harvest, we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14 damage. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. But I'm still happy it's in. So I think with the Plentiful Harvest, you can give the opponent's base 14 base HP, as it currently is. Because what we're gonna do is Draconic Roamers on 3E, then Dreadfons on 3E as well, then Queen of Herds on 3C, and then Dark Harvest to clear off all the restless tokens. And that's a GG. Alright, next. Lasting Advice. And I think I will do only half of them. And then do another bunch of puzzles in another stream. Yeah, I think it's fine if you tweak them, right? Because then they're still then they still work. Let's hope Shipyard's balance changes don't break them all. Alright, Lasting Advice. Level 5, RNG friendly. So basically with RNG friendly, all RNG goes in our favor. Destroy the enemy base. So let's check the strength of the units. Lasting remains after attacking, move forward. 15 strength. Council Army is 6. But this one might have been 7 in the past. So we need to careful if we get front or not. Then Double Box. 2 mana, 3/3. And Vindicators is 6 strength, 3/3. And 3 movement. We got 24 mana. And this is 13, 15. And this is 18, 21, 24. So we can play 3 Councilor Armies. So if we go for Vindicators, we do 1, 2, we deal 2, 4 base damage. Or we deal 6 base damage. Then we play Councilor Army. Ooh, this whole ability was also changed, if I remember. If played with no bordering enemies. I think this one was if played no bordering friendly units. Right? Or I'm not sure anymore. I think this was upside down all the way. But let's see if we can do it with the current settings. So we deal 6. Then we play 1 army. 2 army. And then we play Double Box. Then we play another army right here. Our last army, this becomes 2 strength. And then we do Lasting Remains. Receives 2 damage, so it becomes 13 strength. And no bordering units. I think it was also 1 strength more. I'm not sure, man. Because this will get... This deals 6 damage, so we get 14. This goes to 2. This goes to 13. So we are 1 mana, 1 strength short. Yeah, right. So I think this would have been 7 strength. Like very broken. And then we deal 1, and then Lasting Remains is just lethal. So I think this puzzle will be doable if your opponent has 19 HP. So Vindicate is here. Kansler Ami goes here. And then Kansler Ami goes here. Then we double box it. Kansler Ami. And then Lasting Remains. Also Kitty, this is missing the... how do you call it? Like the Legenda, the 1, 2, 3, 4 and the... or ABCD and the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I think this is it. We solved it. Yeah, the markers. And I think if this lasting advice will be changed into 19 HP, I think it will still be doable. Or there is a solution I'm just not seeing. But I think we really need to use Lasting Remains as a game finisher. And we need to be fancy with it, because we don't have any command cards. I think Vindicate is just fun to use here. There's no reason to use double box or anything, because this just needs to be cleaned up. Alright, next. Lasting Advice. Ooh, there are so many. So let's try this one as well. Sneaky Outcast. So we got entire RNG, so basically we are never lucky. And lethal, destroy the enemy base this turn. We got 16 mana. And we got 7, 14, 16 strength in total. Our opponent doesn't have anything shenanigans. There is a dubious hex on the board, which will spawn anti-RNG, so most likely to the right. So let's look at the levels of cards. I think everything is level 5, but it doesn't show in the restrictions. The 2 self-damage doesn't mean anything. So Mischief is 5 and deals 2 base damage to our opponent. So basically we need to keep in mind that our opponent has only 10 HP. Salty Outcast deals 10, which is sweet. And then we got Shady Ghoul is 1/5 and Restless Goats. So what I would like to do is Salty Outcast on 2E. Moves here. So we get this spot. Then we can use Mischiefs on 4C. This will force the Dubious Hex to spawn forward and we get additional front. And then we can use Restless Goats, deal 5. So then he is on 5 HP. And then Shady Ghoul brings him to 4. And then we lose because we don't have lethal in this turn. So we need to do something more exciting than this, I guess. Salty Outcast 10. You can also move here, but it doesn't change anything. And Salty Outcast is 10. So I think Salty Outcast is the finisher. So let's take a different kind of approach. Let's use Restless Goats on 1E. We move here. Then we can use Mischiefs. And Mischiefs will spawn. We'll get on 1C. At that point, we can use Shady Ghoul to get our own token forward on 4B. And then we can use Salty Outcast and we have victory. I think that's it. So it's Restless 1E, Mischiefs 1D, Shady Ghoul 4C, Salty Outcast on 1, 2, 3B. Noise. Alright, let's do the last one. Alternate solution. Alright, everything is level 1. Restrictions, we have Always lucky, always never lucky. Lethal, destroy the enemy base this turn. What kind of shenanigans? There are no effects from our opponents. We got a Fort of Ebon Rock. How much mana do we have? 7, 14, 19. So we can exactly play all our cards. Let's look at the strength. Blue Seal is 3 strength. Lasting Remains is 7 strength. Devastators is 3-3. And Forgotten Souls is only 1 strength and only commands 1 random friendly bordering unit forward. So we need to make sure that it only has 1 bordering unit and not 2. Otherwise we will be never lucky. So let's just do something. Lasting Remains here. So we got into this spot. Then we go with... I don't think we want to do Lasting Remains 2E. So we are on C2. It's our front. Then we can do the Blue Seal Raiders on 4C. So we have front on the B row. Then we can use Devastators on 3B. And then Forgotten Souls on 3B as well. Push it forward. This thing deals 6 damage. And we got game. Alright, so I think that's it for the puzzles by Ayanami. And implemented into this tool by Kitty. So if you want to play yourself some of these nice puzzles, feel free to join this link. When this is on a YouTube video, I will make sure this is in the description. It was amazing to do, and hopefully you will have some fun with it as well. If you don't want the solutions, then just put mood or something and just enjoy it yourself. Or if you don't want to play it but just want to think alongside me trying to solve all these puzzles, then feel free to join me on this video. And I will make another one where I will do the remaining puzzles. And they are even created by Project Unforgiven and one by Zetis and Frozen Earth. So there are other people as well who took up the torch from Ayanami. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I will be lovely to see you guys next time. Cheers!